Good day, friends of GBL, the old church 5-acre homestead. Garry here with part 2 on how to chit store-bought potatoes. Yes, indeed. These are store-bought russet potatoes that we bought about 2 to 3 weeks ago at a big grocery store here in Gander, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. And in part 1 of this little short series that we've been doing, I showed you how to store them, how to layer them in this big tote and put sheets of newspaper between them and then put them into a dark closet. And in my case, I put them into my dark cabinet over there in the corner, and I've kept them there now for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I did check on them, I did take a peek from time to time, but I made sure that I kept them covered. And just look at these russet potatoes, these store-bought russet potatoes. Just look at all the chits on these. Folks, I can cut many of these potatoes into about 4 seeds now. 4, that is correct. Just look at this one I got in my hand right here. Lots of chits, easy to cut and make 3 or 4 seeds. I've already cut a few here just to show you, and I'm going to be planting some of these tomorrow. But the reason why I came here this evening to cut these and prepare them is that they need to cross over. Where I've cut these now this afternoon, by tomorrow, the part that you're looking at right here now that has a lot of starch and stuff, this will be crusted over and it'll be great for planting. Okay, so we'll be getting at that very, very soon. So here's part 2 of how to chit store-bought potatoes, and our experiment is working out very, very well. When I come back in the next clip, I'll probably have all of this table complete. But just before I do that, I want to show you exactly how I cut a store-bought potato so that I can maximize the number of seeds per potato. This is your regular medium-sized potato, and on this potato now, there's at least 7 or 8 really, really nice chits. Okay, so there's a nice one right here. Okay, so I'm going to try and turn it toward the camera. So I'm just going to slice it right here into a big chunk. And as you can see now, I have a nice chunk of potato. There's actually a couple of seeds. One that is chitted out. There's another one right there that I'm pointing to. And one right there on the bottom. You can see that little dimple right there? That's a chit as well. So this seed can now go into the ground. From this potato, I could probably cut a few more. So I'm just going to cut it right down in half. Okay, now, as you can see on this piece, I have several chits. So I'm going to slice down through here, and I have a nice seed right here with a really good chit. It actually has about 3. Lay that there on the table, Mr. Garry. Here's another one. Just look at the beautiful chit on that one. Okay, little sprout. So that's going to go in the ground as a seed. I still have another piece here. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one, even though there's a nice chit right there, folks. You can see that one. And there's another little small one right there. Hope you can see that. Okay, I'm going to leave that chunk, and that will be a seed. I got 5 seeds out of that one potato. Join me now, and we'll get through the rest of these. Let me do another one while I have you on camera. Cut off the bottom here. There's at least 3 chits on that one. Look at this one. Okay, so it's a bit awkward. I want to be careful. I don't want to break off these little sprouts or these little chits. Okay, so there you go. Look at all the chits on that one. Couple on that one. Okay, here's another one. Let me cut this one as well. Here's one. Okay. Okay, I'll get 3 seeds out of that one potato. All right, folks, so take a look at all these chits, all these potato seeds that I got from a couple of sacks of store-bought potatoes. I have them all cut up here now. I'm going to turn them over so that the flesh side, the white that I'm pointing to here, the starchy flesh side, is pointing up, so that by tomorrow morning or even tomorrow afternoon, when I get ready to plant these, this will be all crusted over, and they'll last in the ground. They won't rot so fast. Okay, and they'll set really, really good. So I'm going to turn them over. I'm going to be careful that I don't break the chits off. here I go. I'm just, like I said, I'm just turning these over. Okay, so just look at that one there. I just cut that one. Look, a nice chit on that one, and even a smaller one down there on the bottom. So let's turn those over so that the flesh side is facing up. Okay, here we go. Got lots there. Okay, nice big one here. Look at a nice chit on that. There's several actually on it. Okay, again, be careful not to break them off. Okay, just turning them over, making sure that the white or the flesh side is facing up. Okay, and by tomorrow morning when I come back out here in my garage, these potato seeds, these potato hides will be ready to go into the ground. Devin and I, my son Devin and I, we went down by the old church today also, and we've got a load of seaweed that have washed ashore on the beach down there. Lots of seaweed that we're going to be using when we plant these potatoes in the ground tomorrow. And we'll probably do another recording and show you exactly how we do our drills and how we plant these eyes in between the seaweed. Okay, I got them nearly all turned over here now. Not all of these store-bought potatoes eyed out the way I wanted them. They didn't chit out the way I wanted them. So I'm going to show you a few, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to show you what I mean now. Okay, got them nearly all turned over here, don't I? Are you following me, folks? I hope you are, and I appreciate you always tuning in to our videos, folks. GBL, the old church, 5 Acre Homestead. Miss Betty and I, we appreciate you turning into our YouTube channel often and always. You are so kind. Okay, so here's a few. They did chit out. Let me find one, and I'll tell you what I mean. Now, if you look at this one, you can see that the chits are just coming. Some people say that either the farmers or the large supermarkets, they spray the potatoes that are sent to the supermarkets so they will not chit. I guess it looks kind of unsightly, I guess, on the supermarket shelves when potatoes are chitting on the shelves and they spray them with something. I don't know, but I know I don't have any trouble chitting store-bought potatoes. Now, these were on the top of the tote, and here's a few more. I just finished laying these in. The ones on the bottom that were covered up with the newspaper, they were chitted really, really nice. These weren't because they were on the top. So here's what I'm going to do now. There's some new bins that I'm making, and I'm going to keep that a secret for a few days, and I want to share that with you later. But you're going to be surprised at my next garden project, and you're not going to want to miss it. And I'm going to use some of these potatoes to grow in some very, very special garden beds, and I'll explain that later. What I want to do now, though, is I want to cover these here with several layers of newspaper, and I'm going to put them back inside my closet, inside my my large shelf over here. Okay, where I kept the other ones too. They're going to go inside that big locker. Okay, I'm going to do that very shortly. These will stay here. We'll plant them tomorrow, and these will plant probably in a week or so time when they chit out a little bit more. Folks, stay tuned and come back tomorrow when we are planting. Thanks for watching. And folks, as I said, we have lots of things planned for our garden and for our greenhouse this year. So please come back and watch all of our videos. We have many, many other videos planned as well for the old church, 5 Acre Homestead. And you're going to want to tag along. You're going to want to be with us. You're going to want to tune in. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please like our videos. Please share our videos. And always, folks, comment on our videos and tell us what you think. Stay tuned and be a part of GBL, the old church, 5 Acre Homestead. Thank you ever so much for always watching our videos. See you in our next video, folks.